Alright guys, so this is a Total Drama Island review 2013 or 2023. It's 2013. My year's been messed up. Just been getting some good news a little bit today. Still got some other stuff I had to deal with. So anyway, let's talk about this. So I saw the first episode, and then I saw a little of the second, and I can give you guys my review of it. I won't come back to the show. This is probably not for me. I enjoyed Total Drama Island back in the day, but I never loved it. I mean, this is during the time where Cartoon Network was trying stuff, and this honestly worked. I was not a fan of it because at the time I think they were going in a different direction when the show came out, and I just didn't like it because they were trying to find that was groovy enough that they can captivate Cartoon Network from that early 2007 all the way to a little bit 2010-ish. It was all about trying to combat Disney because Hannah Montana was killing the world, and this show was one of those shows that kind of combated it a little bit. And I just wasn't a fan of it at the time. The show has grown on me because at the time I didn't care for it, but I rewatched some of the stuff and they went full reality with it. At times it was better than most reality shows. So, you know. But then they did a reboot called Daycare, and we all know what that was about. Fans hated it. I hated it because it was just another thing Christina Miller did. Because there's even a thing where they mandated them to say, "Hey, you gotta make it 11-minute formatted, more kiddie." They actually said that, and it was funny where people were like, "Oh, you're wrong, Josh." I said, "No, it was fucking mandated because I had somebody on the inside saying, yeah, they don't want action cartoons no more. They don't want long drawn out stories no more." Here we are in 2023, and they're like, "Yeah, we want that now because times are changing. That's what people want." Even back then, that's what people wanted back then, but they didn't understand it. But you know what? I don't want to even go into depth with this anymore. But the review of it is good. Pleasantly surprised. They do pander a little bit to a certain group, but they do it in a way that's probably the best way they can do it. They have a gay character in here, but he acts he's okay, he's gay. He's in here, but you see in the first episode you already knew. But if you know gay characters or you know gay people, they still are a mess. And in this type of environment, this works, and it worked. And I was like, he's gonna be arch enemy to this person, and come to find out it was going that direction, and I like that. So it worked. But what they did was they used the character and its traits to this environment, and it worked. The shadiness, the back and forth, the bandering, and it is like that. And he's like I said, you think women's vindictive. You get a gay character in there, plus the woman, you're about to have a show. And it was a show. It was really good. There's other characters that are in here that stood out, but the gay character stood out the most because he comes off. Now, was I a fan that he was black? No, but I guess they did it because they added a little spice to it. I don't know. It is what it is. But it worked to this thing. And they didn't beat over your head that he was, but it was. However, I did read upon a little bit more. There's another character that comes out as gay sneakily, and it kind of shows it. And from what I was told, I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm okay with that because that does happen too sometimes to times. And now you got that character in that environment, and now the lights are on, the cameras are on, and I totally get it, and it was fine. So yeah, for the first episode, I enjoyed it. They still got those farting things I heard, but there's one character though, I forgot her name, and I believe she might go to the finals. But y'all correct me down in the low. There was a character that was trained to do total drama. I was like, well, you know what? The show's been on the air for a while, and I totally understand that in this world, and it is, and it worked. It worked perfectly. I have no complaints to that. But I'd say the characters are whole fleshed out a little bit better. They have some personality. Is it better than the season one cast? No, the season one cast will all automatically be OG. That season one cast, say what you want about the show, they had personality. Each character had personality. Why you think majority of those characters came back? Because they were all fleshed out very well. I do like what they're doing in this season, that they are re-keeping these characters for season 2. They've never done that before. The same cast. They usually get rid of the cast, switch them up, and bring in new characters. But this time, they're actually bringing the characters from this season to season 2. So I was like, oh, that's interesting, because I read upon it and they say they're bringing them back, and I was like, oh wow, that's uniquely new, and hopefully it works out for them. But overall, man, it's if you're a fan of it, this is probably up your alley. This is for you. If you wasn't a fan of it like I was, then it may not be for you. But again, like I said, I gave things over time, and things change. The older you get, you're like, oh, it was pretty good. It's just at the time you were upset because they weren't playing your Naruto for you. You just got to get over it, Johnson. But as always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. Tell me what you guys think about Total Drama Island 2013. Or 2023. God damn it. Have a Johnson day.